Hi Arif.
Yeah, hi Lokesh. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, hi.
yeah. Arif, could you please turn on your camera for a while?
Yeah, sure. Uh, am I visible?
Yeah, please make it proper. Should be visible properly.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
No, make it proper. Actually, I can see only your face. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. It's good. Yeah. Hi Arif. How are you doing? Hi Arif. How are you doing? No, I can't hear. I can't hear. No, no, no. I can't hear your voice. I could not able to hear anything. Please try to check your side. I think your mic is. Yes, yes. Hi, hello. I think. Can you hear me? Is it audible? Yes, yes. But your voice I could not able to hear. Yeah, Arif, could you please remove your earphones? Yeah. Can you talk anything? Please talk. Oh, no, Arif, I can't hear yet. Mm. Are you using mobile or laptop? Okay, I can able to read your lips. I can understand that you mentioned laptop. All right, but I can't hear. Can you connect again? Just rejoin it. Just rejoin it. Yeah. Arif, Arif, can you hear me? Still, I could not able to hear your voice. Please try to set your some. I think set your mic. Maybe not sure. Your voice is. Earlier it was good actually. Check from your side. Arif, I can read your voice. Yeah, I can hear. What is the issue? Everything settled, right? I think I can read your messages, but Can you talk anything, please? No, 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 no. I'm not. I can't. I can't. I can't. Still something is. No, I can read your messages, but I could not able to hear your voice. Still, check your Google mic. Could you please check your Google mic? So, is that your microphone is correct? Earlier it was good actually. Whenever you are joining at that moment, it was good. But now I can't hear any voice from your side. No, no, no. I can't. I can't. I can see your lips only, but I could not able to hear anything from your side. Better try to join from your mobile if it is possible. Yeah, understood. Please try to join with the same link. Uh, yeah, yeah, try to use the same link and try to join from your mobile. Yeah. Arif, still I can't hear your voice. What happened? What is the issue from your side? Yeah, Arif, can you talk again? Yeah, from your mobile also maybe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Please turn on.
Hello.
Yes, yes, I can hear. No, better. You just put off your
Can I log out the
log out from log out
application
from
name of
laptop.
Legacy?
Please try to log out from laptop.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Just 1 minute. Sorry.
Yeah, now it's perfect. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
perfect.
Lokesh.
Yeah, hi Arif.
It's looking right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
sorry for
see.
inconvenience. Suddenly it's happened in my laptop.
Yeah,
I
it
don't know
just.
because of why.
All right, all right, all right.
Just
Just
1 minute.
let.
I can increase my brightness 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Now it will be clearly visible, right?
Yeah, bit okay. Yeah, that's fine. I can see your your face also, and also I can see it's perfect. Your everything is fine. I see.
Yeah.
It seems. Yeah, that's what. Not a big deal. Yeah, let's come into topic. Yeah. So Arif, I just would like to hear from your side. Could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah. Okay. 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 Hello, Lokesh. My name is Syed Arif. As you know, my name is Syed Arif. I'm having totally 4.6 years of in professionally in DevOps.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Within 4 years of real-time hands-on experience in DevOps, and my extremely work on with DevOps tools like technological source code management tool like Git, build management tool like Maven, code quality test like SonarQube, containerization tool like Docker and Kubernetes, configuration management tool like Ansible and Terraform, and version controlling tool like GitLab, and
Okay.
coming to the cloud services like AWS services. In my previous project is I worked on a Telstra project. It is a Australian it is Australian telecommunication company where I applied extremely deployment process and deployment process and comprehensive deployment process efficiency. Coming to my roles and responsibilities, using deployment. Hello,
Yes,
Lokesh,
yes.
my voice is clear.
Yeah, it's clear. You
Is
can.
there any?
No, no. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Using deployment and replicas, using the environment whenever a requirement, and adding new pods in clusters. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, please. Please, please
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. Sorry, sorry. Yeah, adding parts in cluster whenever requirement, and creating a PVC and make sure whenever requirement VPC, sorry PVC, and monitoring the cluster components using the new replicas and taking necessary actions, and whenever nodes or parts issues, um, creating a Docker files, and whenever new application pushing to the private Docker hub. Uh, Working on a GitLab or CI/CD pipelines, uh, creating a Terraform's AWS services, and like creating a new web services. Uh, we we use AWS. We use AWS cloud. We use AWS cloud infrastructures, like all environment like dev and pods. Uh, Writing a declaration pipelines like CI/CD to like Jenkins, integration control system like Jenkins, pull the repository of the Jenkins, pull the repository of monitoring the Jenkins, and creating build jobs, and automatically uh, uh, throughout the six the jobs, performing build automation using the Maven, deployment artifact Tomcat server using by Jenkins, Maven, and different environment like Dev and AUT. Uh,
What is that? What is it? Is that AUT?
Sorry,
What is that? Which environment? Dev environment and
Dev, UAT.
okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, please.
And, to creating EC2 instance, VPC, S3 buckets, and IAM policies and requirement tasks. Uh, mm, VPC creations, VPC creation, merging and preparing VSO wherever requirement and different environments. Uh, uh, Worked on a IMI policy and using the group creation, using a AWS IMI services. Uh, you, Use S3 buckets, statistics, and web host and artifacts repositories along with the long statistics. Uh, Creating the repositories for this application artifacts, providing the access previous groups and further users.
Yeah, that's okay. Fine. That's great. Thanks for your introduction, Arif. And
Thank you so much, Ravi.
yeah, Arif, actually, so what is your team size currently?
Yeah, my team size is currently 6 members, Lokesh.
Okay, could you please let me know what is exactly your role in that? What is your position exactly in that?
Yeah, in that my position is daily based on deployment process like pipelines running, and where and all codes and all bugs it will be there. We can modify and checking, and we can restart the pipelines day-to-day activities.
So every day doing the same that task only, or what kind of task? How you will? What could you please explain me? What is the process in your company currently?
My company is an Australian company. It is telemarketing. Like it will be creating the pipelines, and we can merge and we can send them to them.
Every day doing that same work, or it will change?
Depends upon a client requirement. We can do the pipelines, or if he need any modification, we need any changes. If them side any requirement, it will be get. We can modify it and we can send them to client, or else we can modify and we can run the pipelines. If it will be everything good, then we can test it the pipelines. After finally, we can send it to the client.
So what kind of ticketing tool you are using currently?
Sorry,
What is ticketing tool you are using currently?
ticketing tool agile methodology.
Yeah, that's okay. Which tool? I'm asking tool name.
Uh, you mean tool name?
Yes.
Uh, it's a tool name. mm,
Okay. All right. That's fine. So in DevOps, especially with the cloud, which cloud you are very much expertise?
AWS.
Okay, fine. So daily, what kind of task you do in AWS using cloud?
Yeah, daily task means lambda functions automation. Like we can do the automation or else it will be manually. Automation like we need to create the VPCs. In the VPC we can subnets, and subnets we can application hubs we can create.
Hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
after that we can check the pipelines like what and all codes we mention. It will be client providing the code or else we can enter into the manual.
Mm-hmm.
It will be do means automation like we can do the everything in the to the AWS cloud. It means a manual means we can write the code and we can pull the code. After that we can push the code, we can modify the code. After that we can push sorry, after that we can run the code, then it will be manually we can run. In
So you,
automation like with
yeah. Go ahead, please.
yeah, yeah, automation like we need to do the everything in there only, like cloud side only. First of all we can go to the VPC, and once we can create the VPC, there we can add to the subnets. And after subnets what under for example in region wise it will be subnets means VPC it will be allowing minimum like minimum it will be four subnets. If you want more subnets we can required, we can raise the ticket in client, and then he will be upload, sorry, he will be approved, then we can proceed the more VPCs, virtual private cloud. And after that in subnets, coming to the subnets of how many we want, application loader, application load balance, we can add it to the VPCs. For example, one we for example we get the one client a client mail, we need some AWS we need one application, web application we need to run. On that scenario we can like to do the first automation scaling, we need to lambda function creating like VPC first we can create. After that subnets. After that application load balancer into we can fetch into the in, subnet to the subnet to the in lambda functions. It will be automatically merge. It will be sorry in we can manually we can go to the root sorry in VPC to we can connect to the in load lambda functions. And after that we can create the root user as well also. And then we can root user, we can also route, sorry, in route user also we can add to the permissions name and what and all credentials requirement,
Okay,
name and
got it. And yeah, Arif. So currently, so are you root to user in your current project? You as a DevOps
uh,
engineer, are you root to user for currently?
I'm not a root user, and my manager will be a root user. I'm the only for the
So what kind
sorry.
of permissions you have currently?
I have currently I have my side in permissions VPC creation S3 buckets, IAM, Lambda functions, DNS, uh, and
So
all EC2 instance.
yeah, my question is, how do you manage user access and permissions in AWS?
Okay, user access. Hello, Lokesh.
Yes, please go ahead. I
Am I
can
correct?
hear.
Is this, yeah. Yeah, user access means sorry, sorry for
Yeah, no problem.
yeah, yeah, user access we can provide the means we can do the what and all we daily work, then we can having the credential we can did the work lambda functions and what and all changes we can modifying. We have a criteria if you particularly in a team we having the six peoples in my team size. In the team size if I am doing the VPC, one of my colleague, he will do the S3 bucket creating, and lambda functions is modifications and addings. We having different criteria, and we can give the different particular access in root user means users, like a particular if I'm having the for example VPC users accessing, then one of my colleague is has accessing from S3 buckets and route and lambda functions, different categories.
No, question is actually how do you manage user access and permissions in AWS? That is my question. How do you manage? How do you manage user access and permissions in AWS?
User access and permission in AWS. Uh, Um, no, I think so. I don't have idea.
Okay, so in AWS, I am to create the policies with the principles, at least privilege, defining roles, groups, and permissions, specific to each user need some kind of permissions and groups you need to create, roles you need to create. So, are you have any kind of this experience, all these things, and some sensitive kind of actions like a so you did you enforce any kind of multi-factor authentications and kind of like regularly audit IAM policies for compliance and all these things? Do you have experience on these things?
In authentication side, I have experience. Like authentication, we can do the. It will be root user and authentication. Like we can go to the in root user. Like we need to give the like for example ID and email ID and password. Without we can save the time to we can use authentication. We can directly give the 12 digits number, and after then it will get the one authentication OTP, or else it will be mail or text message, anything. We can three category we can allocate it. And what and all like we can choose now, we will get the authentication OTP, then we can directly log into the same credentials. We need to normally means without means with we can say save the time saving, like we can use the IAM, identification and access management. Like we can without IAM we can waste the time, like we can access a login to the mail and a password. After that we can give the credentials, we can log in. Without this and all things, nothing. Without this and all things, we can directly log into the authentication directly, and we can give the Terraform. Like sorry, we can give the directly in code manual. We can writing time south. AP South Virginia one, like Mumbai region, we can give the authentication number. Like we can get the once we create the IAM role, we can get the authentication number, one particular key. We can get the key whenever we can provide to here, and then we can whenever we can access into the pipeline
Yeah,
time, it will be authentication key accessing. Then it will be generating to the step by step line deployment, processing, testing, and all everything. It will be completing. Then it will be output will become resulting in pipeline.
yeah, fine, that's okay. And so did you create any VPCs?
Sorry.
Did you set up any custom VPC?
Uh, Custom, yeah, yes, please.
Okay, okay. So how did you access database? So you as a DevOps engineer, how did you access database? So
Okay.
okay, could you please explain me how did you access the database? So what is the
Yeah,
process? What how
database.
did you set up all these things?
Yeah, first of all, we need to create the VPC, and after that, we can create the subnets. And so, if you don't mind, just 1 minute, I can go and drink water. If you don't mind.
Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry for inconvenience. This is second
Yeah, yeah,
time
no problem.
rushing.
No
Actually,
problem.
I'm
No
not
problem.
good.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that
In
my
VPC.
question is very much clear. So if you as a DevOps engineer or AWS, if you are dealing with AWS cloud platform, so if you want
Okay.
to access the database, okay, if you want to access the database, how what are all the ways? Now, how did you access earlier? What is your experience?
Yeah, we can accessing VPC first virtual private cloud. Virtual private cloud, we can create. First of all, we can give the name. For example, Jit 03 and SAB, for like we can give the VPC name. And after creating the VPC, we can give the some particular permissions, like name and criteria, what and all things it will be requirement, like we can provide. After that, we can create the subnets. First of all things are subnets. Subnets is a must and surely we need to create the in VPC. In subnets, NAC gateway, DNS, and all everything. It will be there in the subnets. First, we can create the subnets. After that, application load balance, like particularly. It will be three application load balance we can taken. Then we can inside of the application load balance we can sorry creating to the subnets like one application balance we can creating to the for example in one e-commerce we can take like Amazon for example Amazon it will be offers deal time it will be loading to the heavy pressure it will be coming to the in a site like in deals like Amazon, Flipkart, Big Billion Days on the time if my customers like everyone they will be using to the load into the putting in VPC in VPC what and all they think they will be divided to the every parts it will be managing whatever their capacity to managing they will be given to the particular partition particular to the pressures like particular to the they will be capacitable balance like in application we have a 10 applications in inside of the subnets there will be lot of like in big billion days and some other days it will be variants will be different like in big billion days time it will be heavy load pressure it will be coming to the in application on the time sometimes it will be browser it will be open it will be slow working there on the time we need to create the virtual private cloud in it will be a separate sub means in the virtual private cloud we can give to the application load balancer they will be compare consuming to the capability then if for example in application one load balancer it will be failed after then the same it will be work pressure everything to the shift into the another subnets like inside of the one subnet it will be fail it
Yeah,
will be
yeah.
heavy load
Sorry,
to
sorry for the
process.
interruption, Arif. Could you please talk about what database related? How will you access database?
I can access to the direct in VPC and subnets and all we can go through the this way.
So, is this public subnet or private subnet database?
Database is we can two categories is there. Public is we can normally use like outside means in me and some other. In private database it will be coming to the separately it will be company side where it will be processing.
So then, how will you manage? I mean, how will you access? So is there any kind of tool or is there any kind of service through you will go or so how will you access your database? It is highly secure database. So by if you want to access highly secure database, how will you access using what kind of process you will follow?
Uh, on the time particularly we can use IAM like a particular private sector means private and public and private we can choose the private one protection one we can use the IAM access key like without access key no one will be accessing to the private cloud and that and also things some credential we need to provide then it will be safely it will be company data will be safe it will private sector means it will be everyone it will be like me and some my colleagues and another colleague also it will be if you having the particular credentials means we can use the whenever requirement we can provide the credentials then we can access to the private conflict data.
So so my question still I didn't get answer Arif. I'm so sorry for asking again. So simple. So how can you enter into this? Okay, if it is private subnet, that's okay. If it is private subnet, how will you enter through which? So which media you are going to access through?
Which media?
So are you going to use any SSH connection or what? So how will you
Yes,
access?
yeah, SSH connection.
Okay, so by using SSH connection, you directly go into this database or what? Do you have? Are you going to use any service? So what is the setup? My question is, so how will you set up database? Okay, if you want to access yourself, you if you are as an admin, if you want to access the database securely, how what is the setup for this? And so I want to I if I as a user, okay, if I as a user if I want to access your database, will you allow me? For example, some other candidates are there. My friends and me trying to access your database. Will you allow me or not?
Yeah, allow me.
Huh? Sorry.
Allowed because of particular persons only we can allowed not in everyone.
Okay, I'm not part of your project. Will you allow me?
Then I am not allowed. I'm not allowed.
So then, so how will you restrict then?
Then we can give the particular SSH connection and who are there in my team members. They can give the credentials like IAM access key and the protection like private sector and security sectors. We can go and give the access like who all are accessing. Then we can give the credentials like particular paths we can providing to them. Then they will be accessing.
What is a Bastion server?
That name I'm forgetting. I think so. I think
Okay.
so, Lokesh.
So what is the use of Bastion? Can try to recollect? Can you able to try to recollect this?
Bastion. Uh, mm, no.
Okay, it's fine. So so how do you configure auto scaling in AWS? So before this going to this question, I just would like to clear that actually my question.
Okay.
So
Okay.
actually by using jump server only you are going to connect with the database without accessing others. Okay. You should not allow the public because this is completely highly secured and confidential data you'll keep in the database. So that is the reason. So you will not allow the public. Okay. So
Okay. Okay.
you as a DevOps engineer or AWS administrator, so only few people or your manager authorized people only can able to access the database. That is the reason
Okay.
through Jump server or Bastion server only you are going to enter into the database. Okay.
Okay.
Other could not allow. So again from this again I have a question. So how will you connect in how will you give the internet access to the uh, your database?
Okay. My database.
Yeah. In VPC, while you are creating the VPC, how will you
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
the
Got you.
internet access to the public subnet and private subnet? What are the ways? Just give me this answer. That's it.
Uh, I think so. Public subnets. It will be without internet. Also, it will be work. Means public subnet. In private subnet, we need to give LAN connection like local. Uh, it's
Okay, so that's not correct actually, Arif. I will clear this answers. So public subnet without internet, public subnet will not work. This is for sure. And private subnet, if you want to access, you can access through Jump server. But every subnet you need internet access. But that internet access should not be allowed public internet. So you will use one service called NAT gateway. Using that NAT gateway you are going to give the internet access to your private subnet.
okay.
So just to be clear about that, just brush up your skills. And also,
Sure. Sure.
so you have worked with the DevOps also.
Yes.
Okay, so did you work with any kind of domain mapping and SSL certificates?
Hello, Lokesh.
Yes, I can hear you very much clear. I'm very much clear, Arif. So I can hear your voice. So are you audible?
No, you are saying DevOps. After that, I didn't hear you. Something you said,
Okay,
but I
okay.
didn't
So I'm talking
understand
about
that.
in DevOps. Did you configure any maps? So did you configure domain maps and SSL certificates?
No.
So since you've been working 4 years, so in the span of time you didn't get any chance to work on this domain mapping, Route 53, and also SSL certificates.
Uh-huh. I didn't get chance to work on this one.
Okay, so what is Route 53?
Yeah, Route 53 we can create access to the S3. Sorry, in VPC virtual private cloud we can add into the Route 53.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah. So 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 do you what kind of tools you have used in DevOps?
And Git,
Okay.
source code manager like Git and Maven.
So what is your role actually? How did you use Git actually? What is your role in that? How did you use GitHub?
Yeah, GitHub we can code and all we can push and pull like we can modification we can update version we can push to the there, and after that whenever we requirement we can pull to the GitHub repository, like we can it will be first it will be particular link SSH connection CLI it will be there, which path we can requirement we can go and copy and we can paste it to the GitHub like a Git repository SSH bash like BUI sorry GUI like we can
What is GUI? Hello. Arif, can you hear me? Arif, can you hear me? Arif, hello.
yeah, sorry. Suddenly I'm getting call in mobile. Sorry, and then only it will be
No problem.
often.
No problem, Arif. So how did you use Git actually? So what is GUI? Where you have used GUI? What is the abbreviation of GUI?
GUI like
So what is full form? GUI?
Git. I think so. It will be correct or not? Git internal using. I think so.
Okay. Um, that's fine, Arif. And what? How did you push? What is? How did you push the code?
In pushing code, first of all, we need to clone to the repository. After then, we can push to the code like Git init. First, after then, we can add to the uh, first init the code. We can first repository open and we can init the Git. After then, we can Git push, Git pull. After that, we can is there any modification, anything we can VS sample test we can did open and we can anything changes like a content or a text sample text file. After that we can
See, one
add
second. I'm sorry for the interruption. Sorry for the interruption, Arif. Actually, so how you've been working? You've been working since 4 years. So why will you push sample text code? So okay. So what kind of code you will push? What is the role of yours in Git actually? How will you use version control in your team? So why will you push sample code?
means taking a
Sample
sample exam
text
like
code.
what and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, in a sample, I'm saying the example like what and all code is there in Git, sorry, in GitHub repository. Then we can pull to the code. What is there any modification, anything we need to change, like web app, like we name to, we can change to the API server, like names or anything correction we need to did. After that, we can push to the code. After that, we can proceeding. Like first of all, things we can copy to the CLI. We can paste here Git git clone paste id like what and all we can copy to the id, then we can paste here. After then it will be 100% it will be downloading, like it will be
Okay.
cloning to the local repository. After that
So
we can anything modify.
So are you regularly working? Are you regularly doing the same work, the same kind of thing in Git?
Same kind of things in whenever modification any changes anything we need to requirement we can do the same thing,
Okay,
so or else we can
who
do
will do the modification? Who will do the modification? Who will do the changes?
sorry Lokesh.
Yeah, it's okay, Arif. No, please make sure. Please make sure. Should not get the calls in between. That's okay. I can allow. But so could you please let me know what exactly who will pull the code and who will do the modifications? Okay, could you please clarify all these things?
Yeah, this and all things they will do the developer.
Okay, what is your role then?
In my role, I'll be. It will be. checking like what and all things it will be pipelines, it will be working or not. If anything is there, we can check it and we can proceeding
So
test our application.
what kind of checkings you done regularly in your daily activities using Git?
Yeah, in daily activity, when using Git, like we can check the codes, like running to the pipeline. It will be any bugs, anything is there. We can compiler, we can open and we can check the codes both side. We can compiling. It will be anything we can modification, we can changing is there. Then we can proceed to we can edit that code and we can proceeding to the pipeline. If everything is goes in successfully, it will become in green color. If anything is goes wrong, like anything
Okay.
code or web
Okay.
application name something.
Yeah. Arif, so I think I'm done from my side. So yeah, I didn't go much deeper into this DevOps, but still, whatever the questions I have asked you, so
Yeah, okay, okay.
Regarding this AWS and all, so please try
Okay,
to prepare well. Okay,
sure, sure.
so brush up yourself and try to practice in real time how the applications are running as a DevOps engineer, as a cloud engineer, how the applications are running. So what is your exactly tasks and roles and activities, all those things, okay, daily activities, all those things, and in
Okay,
real time scenarios, how as a DevOps engineer, how your roles will be, okay, your tasks will be. Okay, first of all, if you want to create the VPC, first of all, how your custom VPC will be set up. Okay, so
okay.
whatever the question, so you I asked you about jump server, but jump servers
Yeah,
you did
jump
not.
server.
Yeah, you said actually I heard something, but you didn't remember. But without jump server, how could you access the database? So if it is confidential database, we could not do. So I asked again another question regarding public subnet. You said no
Okay,
without
okay.
internet it will be accessed. It is not possible. So these kind of errors are,
Oh, sorry.
lot of errors
Sorry, I
are
can.
there. Please try to prepare well for the next interview. Okay. So
Okay,
okay, whatever if you remember all my answers and questions, please try to keep focus on those kind of areas. And
okay,
if there is a, if I get a chance again, I will take interview. So
okay.
better try to you need to prepare more well. So just it's still basic level only, so you have
Yeah,
to
okay,
prepare very advanced level. So then prepare AWS and DevOps to all tools. Okay, in
okay.
from depth level, like you should be answer in real time how the applications are running, how the tools are running. So you are talking about, even if I speak something about Git, you are talking in developers perspective, but there is no much work with the DevOps engineer. Whenever they want setup for the Git, only at the time only your response will be there and your presence will be there, but regularly you should not do any work with the Git actually. So that actually,
Okay.
so but you are telling that you are doing something and you are going to set up with the sample file, it is not correct answer, because you will not work on the Git first of all. Okay, so there are
Okay.
lot of mistakes I have observed, Arif.
Okay,
Please,
okay. So next time I will not do. I will rectify. I will be
please,
clear.
yes, please try to recollect all my questions and what is your
Sure, sure.
answers. So try to work on this, and I wish you all the best for next interview.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
until then,
Thank you
take
very
care.
much.
Bye bye. Yeah.